Hello and welcome back to Raccoon Justice, where justice done the Raccoon way is the only way to do justice. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and if you are new, welcome. Today we're going to be having a look at the ever lovely Ruby Frankie, because she's uploading so often I can't quite keep track of things. But we're gonna try. We try to keep up. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of her videos, not the whole lot, because there's so much in them that it will blow your mind, and I don't think any of us have enough brain capacity to have our minds blown by Ruby. Just saying, that's not aiming at anybody. It's me too. Just it's too much, right? So today we're going to look at two videos, as I said. The first one is, she is talking about, like, she's had this question from a customer, a subscriber, follower, whatever it is, one of her tribe. And the question is around how to deal with a mean older sibling. Apparently this 13-year-old boy was being mean to his six-year-old sister. He chopped the heads off the I shouldn't laugh. She chopped the heads off the Barbies. Right. He took the heads off the Barbies, and I don't like. The thing is, there's no other context as to what else he has done to her, what else he has done within the home or anything. There's no other context whatsoever. And this is the advice, along with much else, which I've not decided to include because this is the part which pissed me off, right? This is the advice that Ruby has decided to inflict upon her viewer.
That girl is in danger as long as that boy is in the home, and he's 13. I would not give access to that little girl, to that 13-year-old.
What exactly are you inferring there, Ruby? Why not give access? That seems a very odd term, not to give access to his 13-year-old sister. I'm a little bit concerned about what your intentions are by that statement.
You don't know what he's capable of. Well, yes, you do. He's just shown you. He doesn't have any reverence for life. So that means your daughter is in danger and you're responsible for her. So if there is a way to remove the son from your home, I would look at that.
What the actual... Ruby, what you're advising this person, a random person that you don't even know, you don't know anything about, you don't know anything about her son or anything about her daughter or anything about her family, and you're advising her to basically kick the child out. He is still only 13 years old. You don't know that he's a danger to the girl. You don't know anything. There's no information given to suggest that he is of any further danger other than taking heads off Barbies. I'm just saying, you don't have the information and you don't have the right.
If there is a way to completely remove access where he doesn't get to see her anymore, I would do that. You're already showing that he can just come in and out of her bedroom. That should terrify you.
I'm getting very creeped out by your insinuations here, Ruby. I may be way off the mark here, but you're insinuating something pretty sinister in one way or another, there's two different things you could be insinuating, but I feel that either one is very, very wrong, and it doesn't sit right with me whatsoever.
That should terrify you. That would terrify me as a parent. If I had a son who was acting out, I am responsible for the other children. That child is hurting. You, mom, have a responsibility to protect that 6-year-old. And buying her new dolls, he doesn't get access to her. He doesn't get to go tell her he's sorry. He doesn't get to go and apologize. He doesn't get to talk to her anymore.
So your words of wisdom to this random stranger who you don't know from Adam or Eve is that their child, the 13-year-old, doesn't get to say sorry. Don't tell him to say sorry. No, he can't be apologizing. He can't show that he is sorry. Why wouldn't you advise him to say sorry? That just baffles me. Why is that even a thing? Why are you even advising them that he doesn't get to say sorry? So now we're going to move on to the next segment of this, because there was a lot more information in there. I could have talked forever and a day complaining at what she's complaining at and going on, but it's all the same stuff, you know. It goes round and round and round. She's just a stupid human being. But today, next one, I want to tell you about how stupid she is being towards her own family. This one is called, Am I Too Harsh with Him? Or Was I Too Harsh with Him? Something like that. But the thing that annoyed me on this one was the fact that she embarrassed the hell out of her own children. Again, she can't help herself, can she? You know, she stopped doing the 8 Passengers website, but she's still taking the piss out of her own kids, irrespective. So let's go and see what she has to say. She's wearing the same top as the last video, by the way. So either now hear me out, either it's filmed on the same day as the last one, or Mrs. Frankie doesn't change very often. So comment down below which one you think it is.
Okay, so I'll share this story and then I'll get into this question. This just popped in my head and I thought, ooh, this would be a good example to demonstrate that. There was a year, like a straight year. I'm not even making this up. We spent so much money at the doctor's office because we kept getting sick with strep throat. It even went through the dog. Strep throat. And I mean, just down in bed with fevers of 103 and not being able to talk, and just, it was bad. And we would get through a round of strep and we'd go back into it again. I thought, what is going on? Even the doctor, after you know, a year of this, he's like, something's off. Well, I was a young mom and I had 6 children and they were all very, very little. And so no one was in school. Now I think Sherry was in kindergarten. Yeah. When I had all 6, Sherry was in maybe 2nd grade. So, you know, maybe I had 5 at the time. Anyway, I remember taking all of the kids over to the doctor's office. And one day the doctor said, you know, you're all getting sick over and over again, except this one child. This one child never got sick. And so I just thought this child is immune to strep. So he had this radical idea. He said, this might be a long shot, but it might, he's like, I'm just going to suggest it. Let's test this one kid who's never sick. Let's test this kid for rectal strep. I thought, I don't even know what rectal strep is. Ew, that sounds really gross.
Gross or not, Ruby, you're about to share it amongst your thousands of followers and the World Wide Web about how your child suffered from it. That's nice of you, isn't it?
And he checked for rectal strep, and it was positive. It was positive. We were getting sick by the one person who didn't look like they were sick. Can you believe it? And so I thought, well, okay, let's treat the one child who doesn't appear to be sick. We treated the child who was never sick, and guess what? We all got better, and no one's had strep since. It's been years. So
you've chosen to tell us a story about your child. You don't say which one it is, but you have 6, and you know, I'm sure with a bit of investigation people could probably work it out, but you've chosen to tell us that story, a highly embarrassing story for whichever child it is, and you've chosen to tell us, and yet it has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the question at hand. What the hell is the matter with you? Do you want to know what the question was that she is given advice for, which this is apparently so relevant to? Let's listen to this.
hello, everyone. For the past year or so, I have been dealing with my 14-year-old son constantly going behind my back. To be specific, he has completely abused the privilege of having a cell phone. 14, having a cell phone. I have found that he has been going on inappropriate websites and downloading inappropriate content. So, a smartphone, access to the internet. This mom and dad have set this kid up. They've given him access to something he's not able to manage. It's like giving a 7-year-old a car. And I know how distortion comes after you if you say no. And I know how good it feels to give a child a smartphone and all the love and praise that they offer in return. I did that. I gave a 13-year-old a smartphone. So I've been there. I'm not pointing fingers. I've been there. And it is selfish on the parent's part.
So as you can see, not one part of that had any relevance to exposing your child's most deepest, most inner secrets and pains and insecurities and just everything that was embarrassing about that event, right? But not one part of that question and possible answer, because I've just gone through in my head every single scenario that you could be coming up with an analogy for, and that scenario was nothing to do with the question. So I just can't deal with her anymore, so I'm gonna leave it there, because this is just she blows my mind every time. Okay, but fortunately she does upload every single day, so if you want me to do some more of these and expose her some more, just let me know. Give me a massive thumbs up, comment in the comments below, tell me that you want me to do more, because I do enjoy listening to her, just in small doses, and you know, please remember to hit the subscribe button as well, because I'm going to keep on keeping on. Until next time, take care and bye bye.